You're cruising down the road on a hot summer day, and you're feeling hungry and in need of something cool and refreshing. All of a sudden, you see a billboard flash in front of you, advertising a delicious milkshake at your favorite fast food restaurant. You know you shouldn't indulge because you're on a diet, but you quickly find the closest exit anyway, so you can satisfy your craving and move on with your day. Has this ever happened to you? Hi friends, I'm Erin Hullender, and today I would like to share with you some interesting facts about dairy. Are dairy products healthy for our bodies? When I say dairy, I'm referring to cow's milk, butter, cheese, ice cream, yogurt, cottage cheese, and condensed and dried milk. You know, most Americans, like myself, we have been taught from early childhood that milk is the perfect food. We are all familiar with the popular motto, milk, it does a body good. We are told to drink milk daily as kids so we can grow up strong and healthy. And that's what I did as a young girl and even into my teenage and young adult years. And then I learned what dairy was really doing to my body, and I stopped consuming it altogether. But don't get me wrong, it was challenging for me to walk away from my beloved organic vanilla ice cream cone. But you know, with God's help and by His grace, I can say today, I don't miss ice cream, I don't miss dairy at all. It doesn't tempt me anymore. Praise the Lord. So, do we really need animal products for optimal health, is the question. And the answer is no. Animal products are not for anyone's optimal health. Not even imitations of animal products are necessary for good health. In fact, there is a greater danger of deficiencies in a diet predominant in animal foods. Dr. John McDougall says there is one thing dairy products have more of than any other food I can think of, and that is contamination. That's right. Animal products are the source of many health problems, both because of their intrinsic nature, in that the animal kingdom is diseased, and because of their methods of production. Man has made the cow a modern factory, a perpetual milk machine, and it's very sad. 3,000 years ago, a cow gave approximately 200 pounds of milk in 1 year. But today, that same cow gives more than 15,000 pounds in 1 year. That's 75 times as much milk. Wow! This overproduction is causing more disease in cows. In fact, the largest percentage of cows have leukemia today, as well as many other bovine diseases. Today, we drink milk from a cow begotten by breeding, crossbreeding, and artificial insemination. The cows are diseased, they're heavily chemically fed, and they're also filled with antibiotics and hormones. Well, what does that do to our bodies? Freelance writer and medical literature researcher Katie Chamberlain states, modern milk, based on the artificial practices of agriculture, the use of antibiotics, hormones, and pesticides, and the widespread of disease among cattle has made this a most dangerous food product that can no longer be used with any safety. Let's talk for a minute about milk and its effects on our hormones. Did you know that every sip of milk has 59 different powerful hormones? Which ones do you want your little girl to take? How about estrogen, progesterone, or prolactin? In her lifetime, as a little girl becomes a big girl and then a mature woman, she will produce the total equivalent of 1 tablespoon of estrogen. Hormones work on a nanomolecular level, which means that it takes a billionth of a gram to produce a powerful biological effect. The average American now consumes nearly 30 pounds of cheese every year, and that product contains concentrated hormones. 1 pound of cheese can contain 10 times the hormones as 1 pound of milk. Nursing cows were never supposed to pass on cheese to their calves, But they were, however, designed to pass on hormones, lactoferrins, and immunoglobulins in liquid milk to their infants. So if you're thinking you could never give up cheese, perhaps the information I'm about to share with you next will deter you from taking a second bite. Do you know what pus is? Pus is a thick, opaque, usually yellowish-white fluid matter that is formed as a part of an inflammatory response typically associated with an infection and is composed of exudate, chiefly containing dead white blood cells, tissue debris, and pathogenic microorganisms such as bacteria. Okay, that's what pus is. The Food and Drug Administration allows 750 million pus cells in every liter of milk, which is about 2 pounds. In Europe, regulators allow 400 million pus cells per liter. France and Italy are known for their magnificent cheeses, right? Perhaps that's their secret, less pus. Since it takes 10 pounds of milk to make 1 pound of cheese, a pound of cheese can contain up to 7.5 billion pus cells. So if your American cheese is sliced so that there are 16 slices to a pound, that single slice of American or Swiss cheese can contain over 468 million pus cells. Let's talk for a moment on antibiotics. Do you love American cheese? Well, you can be sure you're also consuming loads of antibiotics. Consumers Union and the Wall Street Journal found the presence of 52 different antibiotics. Wow! So if you eat ice cream, yogurt, and cheese, you're also consuming antibiotics. Cows are fed chicken feces as supplemental protein. The droppings are baked and they're sanitized, but the heat process does not destroy the hormones in chicken feed. So if you've got Parmesan cheese, you can be sure that you've got penicillin. Cheese also contains Mycobacterium paratuberculosis, which causes diarrhea and irritable bowel syndrome, which affects approximately 40 million Americans today. Did you ever see those big tanker trucks that tell you that milk is beautiful? Well, each of them contains milk from hundreds of cows, all in together. So even if one of those cows is sick, all of the milk will have the germs. Oh yes, it is almost impossible to find a totally healthy dairy cow. Well, you might ask, well, aren't they all vaccinated? Yes, indeed they are. And all the germs from the sick animals that go into those vaccines can go into your milk as well. Well, you might say, well, it's pasteurized, isn't it? Yes, and that makes the milk able to better support bacteria as it grows back, and many deadly germs will not wink at pasteurization. So even after pasteurization, milk is very high in bacteria count. In fact, 100,000 bacteria per teaspoon. How about allergies and milk? Is there a connection? Oh yes. A large number of individuals have an aversion to milk, which can cause a number of symptoms such as nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, asthma, even abdominal pains. And not only that, have you heard of formaldehyde? A number of dairies put formaldehyde as a preservative into their milk. Friends, your head might be spinning with all of this information. You might be feeling frustrated right now and thinking, Erin, you're taking away the majority of my diet with all of this information. What am I to do? Well, the good news is that there are plenty of healthier alternatives to dairy. You can try plant-based milks, cheeses, and yogurts. If you're wrestling with this message, take it to the Lord in prayer. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day. Give yourself time to adjust to plant-based alternatives if you have been convicted and you want to make healthier changes. Remember that God is our maker and He's our healer, and He will help you every step of the way to overcome in areas where you might be struggling. He helped me to overcome, and He can help you too. Take courage, claim the promise in the Bible that says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You know, friends, we really do appreciate you and your interest in our ministry here at Living Springs Retreat. If you were blessed, please like and subscribe today. Take good care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.